Hi, today we're going to go on a little walkthrough tour of the MakerBarn. MakerBarn's a nonprofit makerspace located in Magnolia, Texas, which is just a bit north of Houston. The MakerBarn actually is built in an old barn on this property. Let's go take a look. As we enter, we'll see the barn manager station to our left here. Barn manager is a volunteer who's there whenever the MakerBarn is open. Helps people with their projects and gets people certified to use various pieces of equipment. Everyone has to be certified and trained on equipment. See that big gray saw there is a metal cutting saw. A couple of small lathes, some storage areas for the members to use, and some work tables. These work tables are set up as 4 stations. Each station has its own vise, and these can be used for assembly work, that sort of thing, and also it can be used for teaching. Let's go over here to the metal fab area. Get in a metal fab area, you have to be certified, so insert my card and it'll unlock the door. The first thing we see here to our left is the casting area. This is a little burnout furnace we have, and it can also be used for heat treating. And next to it on the right is a melting furnace, so we can do non-ferrous metals such as brass and aluminum, and also even gold and silver. Oxyacetylene rig over there on the left toward the bottom, and then a small plasma cutter and a downdraft cutting table. Over here we have a jig up table and a MIG welder. Over here is a 250 amp AC/DC TIG welder. This TIG welder can weld virtually any, well, let me put it this way, if you have the ability, you can weld almost any kind of material with that. And next to it is a plastic injection molding machine. So it's a 20-ton injection molder, and currently there's a die in there for making pistons for rope pumps. Rope pumps are used by undeveloped areas of the country, of the world. And our Oneida dust collection system for the main part of the shop. So let's go on to the main part of the shop. There's a small room here we can use for storing tools, that sort of thing. Assembly work can be done here, planning, that sort of thing for your woodworking. And there's a saw stop. It's an industrial size saw stop. It's a big one. I have a panel saw over there, and you see back in the corner is a 14-inch bandsaw and joiner right there in front of us. 6-inch joiner with spiral cutting head. This is the 60-inch sander is a belt sander, and by reversing the workpiece, you can do up to 30 inches wide with it. There's a router table. A lot of these things you may see in some other videos that we have, but the router table is actually computerized. We can control the height of the router bit to 1/1000 of an inch electronically. And 3-in-1 metalworking machine, sheet metal machine. And there's our 20-inch planer. 20-inch planer also has a spiral cutting head. Spiral cutting heads give excellent surface finish and substantially quieter than a straight knife blade type thing. There's a 14-inch resaw bandsaw. This is for essentially making 2 boards out of one. And a nice large heavy-duty drill press. This drill press can be used for both metalworking, the metal shop here, and also for woodworking. It's a Bridgeport milling machine, very well tooled. A lot of tooling for that machine. Various metalworking stuff. We have a 12-inch lathe. Back in the corner, you'll see a granite surface plate. So use that for metrology work. And come out here about the last item for the woodworking area. Well, is a dado saw. It's a Powermatic 66, set up just for cutting dados. A little difficult to cut dados on the saw stop because of you'd have to change out the blades and the cartridge. So we have a saw dedicated to dados. And here we have a sanding room. We have a little spindle sander, oscillating spindle sander, 12-inch drum sander, and then an edge sander, which can be flipped over and used as just a 6-inch wide belt sander as well. It's pretty nice. Sandblasting machine cabinet back there. And we can also do powder coating. So this downdraft sanding table you see in front of you here can be used for sanding, and is also used as a blast cabinet or a spray cabinet for our powder coating operation. It's a downdraft type, and there's our powder coating furnace. So it's kind of neat to be able to do that. Come back out here in the shop area, main shop area. This is one of our MAX machines, MakerSpace Access Control System. Everybody has to be certified to use any kind of equipment that could be dangerous. And we have got one of these readers on each one. And in order to use the machine, you have to insert your card. If you're certified, you get a green light, the machine is enabled. If you're not certified, you just get a red light. All this can be monitored at the barn manager's station. It has a map, and it will show which tools are in use and who's using it. Woodworking bench, a compound sliding miter saw. It's a big one. Works very well. You notice the air conditioning. All of our facility is air conditioned with the exception of the welding area. This is an 18-inch Laguna wood lathe. Really nice lathe. We've got a good set of tooling and sharpening station as well. And this is our big CNC router. This has a 4-horsepower water-cooled spindle, and it can do 52 inches by 52 inches. However, it's set up in such a way that we could actually put a 4x8 sheet of plywood on there and do it in two passes. Let's head on into the laser room. See the MAX machines on the lasers as well. The laser room, we have 2 lasers. That yellow one back there is a 80 watt, 24 by 36, and the red one is it's a 60 watt, and I think it's 18 by 24, something like that. And computers, that sort of thing. We have a big exhaust system that's set up just for the lasers. You notice the rest of the shop had exhaust and a dust collection as well. Let's head upstairs. Upstairs is kind of a science and craft center. We can do, and training. We can do, run classes, that sort of thing upstairs. You'll see some computers here. A little library area here. We have a lot of publications on our main cloud disk. But those computers there can be used for various design projects. Sewing area, we've got sewing machine. We've got actually one really large embroidery type machines. Electronics area back there. Got a big display that can be used when we're doing teaching. So this area over here is primarily 3D printers. 2 3D printers up on top, and then we've got a separate pressa over here to the left. There it is. And yeah, there's a pressa, and then a small CNC router that can be used for smaller projects. And also back here in the corner is a special CNC router that's set up for doing circuit boards. It has a vacuum plat and is very, very precise. Good mechanically etched circuit boards. Over here we've got a 24-inch laminator, and next to it is t-shirt machine, a Cameo vinyl cutter, die cutter type machine, computers for it, and also a computer for the 24-inch vinyl cutter. There is a large dry mounting machine. Use dry mounting photographs, artwork, that sort of thing. A 24-inch photographic type printer. And this little photo editing area. We also have there's a computer, there's a special photo scanner, and also a printer that can print 16 by 20s. And a little more work area. In that closet is we use it for storage and our networking material, networking equipment. There's a big 42-inch printer there. It's not a photographic printer, just a regular printer. Another screen, large screen just for viewing YouTube videos, whatever you want to do. And again, our training area, and just an area to work on things. You can come up here and work on electronics or whatever you want to do. Anyway, that's the MakerBarn, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.